Thank you for joining me on the mat today. Today's yoga flow is all about taking a break to release any overwhelm that you might be feeling. When life gets hectic and you feel overwhelmed, taking a moment to yourself to focus on the present moment and become grounded can help you regain balance. We'll be moving slow and mindfully through our poses today, focusing our attention on our breath. As Ilchi Lee said, by balancing your breath, you can control your emotions and calm your mind. From a quiet mind arises the wisdom and insight that can help you make good choices. When you're ready to begin, find a space that you can move in, and let's get flowing. We're going to start today in a seated pose on our mat, finding what's comfortable for you, making sure your shoulders are away from your ears, sitting up tall but relaxed. Taking a moment here to focus on how you're feeling, noticing any tension in the body, noticing the breath without making any adjustments, just noticing the natural tide of your breath here. Slowly we're going to start to try and elongate the breath here. We're going to be doing a breathing exercise to help relax you. Starting with an inhale, you're going to inhale calmly for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continuing at your own pace, trying to make your exhales twice as long as your inhale. This will trigger your parasympathetic nervous system, helping you relax and let go of what no longer serves you. From here, staying connected to that breath, we're just going to start to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Just getting a nice, gentle stretch in the side of your neck. Continuing to take those deep breaths. If you'd like to add a little pressure, you're going to take your right hand to the left side of your head and just add a little bit of pressure to deepen that stretch. Exhale will release. Just gonna switch sides, taking your left ear to that left shoulder, breathing here. Again, if you want to deepen that stretch slightly, you gotta take your left hand to the right side of your head and just gently start to put some pressure, opening up the right side of your neck a bit more. And exhale, we'll release. From here, both hands on your knees, we're going to inhale, open the heart, and exhale, round the spine. Seated cat and cow. Inhales, opening the heart, and exhales, rounding the spine. Moving with your breath, finding a rhythm that works best for you and your breath. Inhale, we'll come back to center, reach both arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, right hand down to the mat as that left arm reaches over your head, getting a nice stretch in the left side of the body. Taking a nice deep breath here. And on your next inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, the left arm down as the right arm reaches over your head, getting a nice stretch in the right side of the body now. Continuing to take your deep, long breaths. Inhale back to center, and exhale, we'll release now, coming onto our hands and knees. We're going to be making our way into our child's pose, knees as wide as the mat, toes together behind you, and you're going to sink your chest down towards the mat, releasing the forehead down. Just breathe here. Notice how the body is feeling, letting yourself ground. Notice how the floor beneath you feels. Noticing all the parts of the body that meets the earth. And continuing to take your long, deep, relaxing breaths. Inhale, we're going to come forward now onto our hands and knees, coming into our extended puppy, making sure your hips are over your knees, your arms are reaching out, and you're going to start to drop your chest towards the mat. Getting a really nice arch in the back, opening up the chest, releasing any tension in the shoulders and in your neck. Last deep breath here. And on your exhale, slowly start to make your way up with your hands. From here, coming back to your tabletop, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. When you're ready, on an inhale, you're going to start to lift your right arm and your left leg off of the mat. Keep your core engaged. And exhale, we'll release. Switch sides. On an inhale, you're lifting your left arm and your right leg off of the mat. Keep the core engaged, reaching for the front with your hand and kicking back with your leg. Exhale, we'll release. Inhale, lift right arm and left leg, keeping the core engaged. Breathe here. Exhale, you'll now release. Again to the other side, we'll inhale, lift the left arm and right leg, finding your balance here, finding some focus. Exhale, we'll release. Last one on each side, we'll inhale, lift right arm, left leg. And exhale, letting go. Inhale, left arm and right leg will rise up. And on your next exhale, you'll release. Curling the back toes now. We're going to start to push our hips up into our first downward facing dog. Taking a moment to pedal out the feet here. Notice how your body is feeling. Taking a moment to yourself. And gently you'll now start to walk your feet up towards your hands, finding yourself in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Letting go of the arms. Maybe you want to grab hold of opposite elbows with your hands and start to sway the body side to side if you feel called to. Shaking your head, nodding your head, letting go of any tension in your shoulders and your neck. If you'd like, you can take your hands behind your back, clasping those hands, and start to reach the arms over your head. This is a nice way to really open up the chest. Remember to breathe. Stay connected to the earth beneath you, feeling yourself rooted. Exhale, releasing the arms if you're clasping. Slowly, you're going to start to roll yourself up one vertebrae after another to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, your hands will find your heart at the top of the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing here for a moment. Taking a moment to really root yourself into the earth here. Noticing the earth meeting your feet. Standing up tall. Deep breaths here. From here, you're going to shift your weight over into that right leg slightly, and you're going to bring your left knee into your chest. Holding on to that knee, you could take a moment just to roll the ankle out if that feels good for you. Finding your balance here. When you're ready, you're going to try and place that left foot onto your right thigh, calf, or ankle. Finding our tree pose here, being aware that you're not placing that foot on your knee. You're going to slowly start to raise your hands over your head. And when you feel ready, start to open up the palms, finding that full tree pose, standing tall and proud, moving with the breath, finding those deep breaths. Gently start to bring the palms of your hands back together and releasing them down towards your heart. And you're going to step that left leg about halfway down the mat. Inhale, reach both arms up, and exhale, diving over that right leg, finding your pyramid pose, getting a really deep stretch into that right hamstring, making sure your hips are square to face the front. Your chest is open, spine is long, trying to bring your chest towards that right thigh. Taking one nice long deep breath here, and on your next inhale, coming back to rise, twist to face the side. Together we're going to inhale, reach both arms up, and now as you exhale, start to dive yourself into a wide-legged forward fold, grabbing hold of both legs if you'd like, and gently start to pull yourself in. Breathe here, releasing any tension in your neck and in your shoulders, maybe shaking out the head if you like. As we did in our forward fold, you can clasp your hands behind your back and start to reach the arms over your head. Again, a nice way to add a heart opener into your wide-legged forward fold. Exhale, release the hands if they're clasped. Bringing your hands to your hips, you're going to rise with a flat back to stand. Twist to face the front and step to the top of the mat. Finding yourself rooted into the floor again. Hands to your heart. Taking a moment to connect to the breath again if you've lost it. We're going to take all of that to the opposite side to balance out our body. Shifting your weight over into that left leg. We're going to take the right knee into our chest, taking a moment to find our balance, and if you like, roll the ankle. When you're ready, you're going to try and place your right foot onto your left thigh, calf, or ankle, finding your hands to your heart when you're ready. Coming into our tree pose, focusing your gaze on a point to help with your balance. We're going to start to raise our hands over our heads now. Standing tall, you can start to open up the palms, making sure your shoulders are released away from the ears. Heart is open and proud. Breathing, taking long, deep breaths. Gently, you'll start to bring the palms of the hands back together, releasing the hands down towards the heart and stepping that right foot about halfway down the mat. Inhale, reach both arms up, and exhale, diving over the left leg, coming into your pyramid pose. Again, your hips are squared to face the front, both legs straight, spine is long, trying to bring your chest towards that left thigh. And with your next inhale, you're going to start to rise up, twist to face the side as you inhale, the arms up. And now as you exhale, bending in the right knee, you're going to sink your hips all the way down into the mat, keeping your left leg long, left foot flexed. Engage the core, keeping the spine long. Your hands can be at your heart, or if you need, down on the floor, getting a nice stretch on the inside of that left leg. Breathing here, challenging our balance. Together we're going to transition to the opposite side, just switching, so left knee is now bent. The right leg is extended with the right foot flexed. Spine is still long, hands at your heart or down on the floor. And now as you exhale, you're going to come to center. We're going to come into our frog pose. You're going to open up the knees as wide as you can. Your legs are behind you at a 90-degree angle. And you're dropping your chest down towards the mat as much as is comfortable. Trying to keep your hips pushing back gently. Opening up and getting a deep hip opener. On the next inhale, really carefully we're going to come out of our pose here. Being gentle with the body, we're going to find our way onto our backs, rolling onto our back, holding onto the knees, hugging those knees tight in, maybe rocking side to side, getting a nice gentle massage of the lower back. Really letting go of any tension in the body here. You're going to take your arms out to form a T with the body. Lift your legs, calves parallel to the mat. And now begin to drop the knees over towards the right side, getting a nice twist in the body here. Coming back to the breath if we've lost it. Long inhales and even longer exhales. On your next inhale, lifting the legs back to center, and exhale, the knees are going to drop over towards the left side now. Releasing the body, letting go of any tension you may be holding. Focusing your awareness on your breath. On your next inhale, coming back to center. From here, we're going to come into legs against the wall pose. If you've got a wall, this is a good time to shift yourself against the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can just use a strap like I am. So you're going to put the strap around your feet and extend your legs up towards the sky. So again, you have the option to use a wall if you'd like, or if you need, grabbing a strap or a belt, anything you can use to lift those legs up. And we're going to hold here, focusing on breathing, letting the body relax as much as comfortable. Focusing all your awareness on your breath, coming back to that relaxation breath. Counting your inhales for 4 and exhales for 8. We'll do one round together here. As we inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the next exhale, you're going to release the legs, letting go of the strap, moving away from the wall if you use the wall. Just dropping the feet into the mat here, placing your left hand on your stomach, right hand to your heart. And again, just taking a moment to breathe here. Relax the body. Whenever you're ready, finding your way to a seated pose now. Coming back to where we started, shoulders away from the ears. Coming back to the breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release your hands down towards your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today on the mat. I hope you feel a little bit less overwhelmed. Feel free to come back to this practice however many times that you need. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I'll be posting a video every week.